Hi guys, it's me. I wanted to talk about something serious because this is something I have discussed in the past, but I thought I would create new videos regarding this type of situation to help other people. So, when I was 19 years old, I joined, I was 18 when I joined the military, and then I turned 19 when I was in basic training, and my drill sergeant said, drop and give me 19. Okay, fine, whatever. Thank God I wasn't older. But, anyways, did serve in the military and went on to do AIT, became a medic, and then went to my active duty station, which was Fort Lewis, Washington. And harassment in the military was alive and well back then. It's, I believe, still alive and well today. So, anyways, when I was serving active duty, I was targeted by another soldier, and I believe it was premeditated because CQ, charge of quarters, which is an E4 or above, sit at the front desk with a lower ranking enlisted individual, E1, E2, E3, and the CQ back then had the master key to every room in the barracks. So this one person, one individual, decided to enter my room without being invited twice and told that person to leave twice. And the minute they were able to get me alone outside of the barracks, I was brutally raped. And I remember that night as if I'm reading my palm. It is that clear. I could give you an exact description. I could tell you where it took place. I could tell you how the room was set up, etc., etc. So I did not talk about that for about 10 years. And when I did tell someone, they informed me that the person who raped me went on to rape someone else and had served time in prison. Well, lo and behold, buried it again, didn't talk about it for another 10 years. So now 20 years has gone past, and I decided to file with the VA and fought the good fight and was granted along the way different rankings for the event or situation or the assault. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I actually decided to do some digging, file a report, file my rape with, the Fort Lewis Police Department and the police department in the area my rape took place, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to say that I didn't know how I survived when it happened to me. I buried it, and I got up and I moved on, and eventually got married, had children, etc., and said I'll just deal with it later. Well, the later actually starts happening the minute you're raped. If you don't process your rape or your trauma or your molestation, it gets stuck. So normally if you process it, flows out, you deal with it, you go through therapies, etc. But if you don't process it, gets stuck in your mind, and you live your life with a lot of irrational thoughts and behaviors. So one of the things that I feared the most, not only sleeping at night, because mine took place at night, my rape took place at night. If I was in a parking lot and I was around someone I didn't know, I literally would stop and look at my phone because I believed I was going to get attacked. And there was times when I was working and all the documentation was behind me. So a ton of people that I worked with would come into the office and into my space, which was like an open cubicle on one side, big office space. And they all knew that because of my military experience, that no one was allowed to walk behind me, walk into my area without letting me know, hey, I'm coming in your area. So there's just a lot of, variables when it comes to unprocessed sexual trauma. So I'm going to be making a series of videos on what I have done to survive. I have not really taken medication. I just find that the VA has prescribed different medications, but I find that I can't really function on meds. And I said I would rather feel all of my feelings than none and be completely numb. So I will tell you what I've done to work through and process my trauma, to do what it takes to help other people, whether it's to report, what might happen when you report, the questions they're going to ask you, the fact that when your trauma happens, you have to write everything down. It will be ingrained in your mind. It's just burned in your memory, but it's always good to write down. And with any trauma, it's good to write down exact details from the date, the time, who was around, what did you see, what did you hear, etc. So you can, start to really just look forward and eventually process. So whether you tell immediately or you hold on to it, there are certain things you can do that can help you heal, but I'll be talking about that along the way. And I hope this video helps someone. I survived. I'm giving you hope that you will survive too. And we'll talk about it, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.